Listen in Colour. Hi everyone, welcome to Listen in Colour with me, Rachel Walker-Mason. Got something new today, new to me. Here we go.
I was thinking about space and not the one between us, where we can take a dozen worries and leave them there. Nothing falls, nothing fades, nothing withers away. I was thinking about space and not the one between us.
So this is EJAE, I think I'm pronouncing that right, EJAE, who we know from the amazing KPop Demon Hunters. So it's really nice to hear something that she's doing that's not KPop Demon Hunters. This is her own song, I think. So far it's beautiful. It's got that lovely kind of piano figure. Reminds me a little bit of Chasing Cars by Snow Patrol, and they basically wrote that whole thing around just the interval of a fifth, and it's got that kind of feeling. It's got that spacious feeling of not having the middle note of the chord, which makes it sound major or minor. It's just the open fifth to make it sound like there's space around it. And she's talking about space. The lyrics are, I was thinking about space and not the one between us. Oh. But we can take a dozen worries and leave them there. Oh, that's nice. That's really sweet. And you feel the spacious sense in the song, just missing out that note in the chord. It leaves it quite hollow. And then her voice is just sitting below everything. So she's starting off in her lower register in that quite spoken, kind of slightly breathy way that she does. And it's lovely. I'm pretty sure the song's going to build somewhere, so it's nice to start like that, because you know there's going to be so much room for her to go flying up to the top like she often does. So let's see what happens next.
The one between us, maybe in another world, where I own that I'm jealous and I did some damage to us. Maybe we will never know, 'cause the truth is on silent, but our egos are talking loud.
Oh, those lyrics. Oh, those are killer. Maybe in another world where I own that I'm jealous and I did some damage to us. Maybe we will never know, because the truth is on silent, but our egos are talking loud. That is so good. She's such a good writer. I'm not sure who she wrote this with, but I think it was her and maybe a couple of other writers. I heard that she wrote this on a writing camp in Canada, and I love writing camps. Often they're strangers, you've never met them before, but you kind of become each other's therapists and each other's best friends. And I really get that sense that EJ really bonded with whoever she was writing with, because this song is intensely personal, and to be able to say, where I own that I'm jealous, like that's a hard thing to admit. Like we all feel jealous about things, but we don't tend to say that out loud because it feels like a bad thing to say, a bad thing to admit. But this is so open. It's as if she's just talking out loud to a best friend, and it's so easy to connect with. Like if we own up to the things that we really feel, we can then start to heal that relationship, kind of admit what negative stuff we brought to it. Maybe we can start healing. Maybe things would be different. Maybe the relationship would have turned out a different way. Maybe you'd be living a different life if you admitted those things. It's quite, yeah, I'm like 6 lines in and I'm already having a full like existential crisis about it. It's stunning because it's so beautifully written and such a simple arrangement, and the space around it just, it adds to that kind of existential emptiness kind of feeling. It's beautiful. It's so understated. Let's carry on, see what she does next.
'Cause the truth is on silent, but our egos are talking loud. You hear where it hurts, 'cause I gave you the bullets. Maybe.
Oh, I'm pressing stop again, but that she's using a little pop technique that we use that's called, I always call it the little flip. And it's if you use your kind of speech quality low down, so rather than just singing with a tilted larynx, if you sing then you can flip up into an airy sound and then flip back down again. So you, rather than da 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 da, which is smooth, which you get more in musical theatre or something like that, in pop, which is a really nice little quality, she's doing so she's getting that little so you hear that little flip there, and it's a lack of control. It's you have to let yourself flip into that, so your vocal folds change from a kind of tight structure to relaxed, and the air comes through and then back down again. And it's a really cool little technique. And so by being tense, you can't do it, but you have to completely relax. And that's just a lovely little thing she does there. I've heard her do it in the KPop Demon Hunters soundtrack as well, but that's a much fuller sound. There's so much more going on musically, and this being so kind of sparse musically means you can really hear that beautiful vocal quality. There's a really nice moment, Katie Tunstall does it at the end of Other Side of the World. The other side of the world. It's a little flips in and out there that took me ages to learn how to do, because I wasn't trained to sing like a pop singer. I was trained to sing like a musical theatre singer and an opera singer. So letting your vocal folds relax and change while you're singing is quite a complicated thing to do when you've learned the opposite way. But I love it when pop singers have that kind of mastery, that they can let go and just let that happen. And it sounds so fragile and so beautiful. So I just love that. Stunning.
Cause I gave you the bullets. Maybe in another world. Swear there's a world you dealt with your things, I dealt with my things. Know there's a place when we're offbeat, we're finally in sync, where I feel okay and I feel no pain, and all my resentment got nothing to say. Before everything changed, maybe in another world where I own that I'm jealous and I did some damage to us.
I love that musically it's starting to build up, so you've just got this low drum coming in and this kind of atmospheric kind of spacey pad sound coming in, which doesn't fill out the sound, it just adds almost like a more ambient fill outwards, so it just makes the room feel wider. She doesn't need to do very much. It doesn't sound like she's really putting very much effort in. She's just really under singing, and it's just so lovely. It's almost like being let into her own secret world, like she's just sitting in her bedroom writing it in a journal. It doesn't feel like the big, like when Adele sings and it's this big sound, which is also amazing. This feels very private, like you've snuck into her bedroom and you're just sort of listening and at her window or something, and like you're not really supposed to hear these inner thoughts, but they're so beautiful. And I love her having the courage to not make an enormous powerful track with loads of beats and big keyboard sounds and guitars and stuff, because we know she can do that. We've heard KPop Demon Hunters. This is so sparse and so fragile. If the writing of a song this sparse is not good, it will sound awful because there's nothing there. But a song that's this well written, you could put it in any style. You could do it as a country song. You could do it as a big Adele kind of ballad. You could do anything with it because it's so well written. Colour-wise in this one, so the video has got this lovely blue light. It just feels like graphite kind of colours. It's lovely, and everything feels very wide. Like musically, everything's kind of pushed out to the sides, and her voice is just sitting in the middle. And the image in my head is like that as well, like almost like the rings of Saturn. Everything's like further out and she's just there in the middle. There's all this space around it, and it's not colourless because it's not good. It just makes me, I don't know, it has an effect on me that makes me feel a little bit cold inside. like maybe I've got some stuff to deal with. Like I need to go back to therapy and deal with some stuff. But it's hitting me somewhere. What do you guys think? Do you like this one? I like this. She's a very honest writer. Really honest. Okay, let's continue. Let's see what she does.
Another world where I own that I'm jealous and I did some damage to us. Maybe we will never know, cause the truth is on silent, but our egos are talking loud. You hear where it hurts, cause I gave you the bullets.
So there she does the same phrase. Da, da, da. So rather than flipping into that breathy quality, she's now kind of singing it more in a kind of mixed voice. She's choosing to sing it slightly differently every time. So like a bit more power. Maybe she's, if you look at that emotionally as an arc, perhaps she's getting more sure of herself. Perhaps she's believing in these things more. Like, yeah, actually, if I did own my jealousy, we would have made different choices. Or maybe she's getting angrier. Maybe she's feeling like she's annoyed at herself for not making those choices before, or she's angry at the other person. It's a few different ways you could see this emotional arc, because to repeat lines a lot in a song, you have to do something different with it each time. And I talk about that on Tonight, the Smashing Pumpkins video, where Billie Horton sings Tonight differently every time, and she's doing that here with the same phrase but using different vocal qualities to kind of to establish a different kind of emotional narrative.
It hurts cause I gave you the bullets. Maybe in another world. Maybe in another world where I own that I'm jealous and I did some damage to us. Maybe we will never know, cause the truth is on silent, but our egos are talking loud.
Oh, and here we go. It's the kind of the classic bit where the song kind of pauses, and then it's like the Whitney Houston or I Will Always Love You, that version, not the Dolly Parton one, where the kind of song stops and there's the big thump from the drum, and then she comes in with the big key change and the singing up the octave and things. So there isn't a key change here, but there's the moment where it all gets spacious and then it builds up again, and then she's coming in with full voice, and she's got such an interesting kind of rasp when she's singing in full voice. It's got quite a rocky edge, actually. There's a real urgency to the way she sings. It's not this clean, oh hello, I'm very lovely. It's got this angst in there, which kind of like tugs at your heartstrings. It's beautiful. And so now her singing this section again, but singing it in this really powerful, forceful way, like she's maybe coming to a kind of acceptance, but she's cross about it. Or maybe she's crying out about it and wants to resolve this situation but can't. And it's hitting me in a completely different way than when she sang it before. Yeah, I don't mind her repeating these lyrics because she's doing something different with it every time. When people just repeat stuff and it's the same, you're like, oh, I've heard this already. But this is gorgeous. I love her vocal choices and the emotional arc in this song. I think she's plotted it really well. It's only, like a 3-minute song, but I feel like I've gone through this whole roller coaster journey of a breakup with her. It's really clever when there's not really that many lyrics. It's very clever. So as you guys probably already know, working in the music industry is a very poorly paid job, and I need to get something like 100,000 streams to be able to buy a t-shirt. It's crazy. It's a crazy world. So if any of you would like to support me, then you can buy me a coffee or buy me a tea, as we say, because we are British. The link is here. And everyone who's already giving me some of your support through Buy Me a Coffee, I'm so incredibly grateful. It makes an enormous difference to our lives, so thank you. If you would like a more regular way to support me, then you can become a member of the Colourwave crew. Right, let's hear the end, see where she goes.
Maybe we will truth is on silent, but our egos are talking loud. Yeah, cause I gave you the bullets. Oh, maybe in another world. Maybe in another world. I was thinking about space and not the one between us.
Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous. My husband just mentioned, I think this is her debut single, which is, blimey, it's so good. I mean, I can't believe she's not already mega famous. Like, she's clearly so talented. Like, so talented. And I'm really glad that the world has discovered her through KPop Demon Hunters. Like, we should have heard of her before because she's amazing. But I'm so glad that all three of the girls are being shown so much love for being who they are in their own music and their own voices. And I really hope she has a really long, successful career because she's really quite special. She's got a really bit, that's a real instrument, that voice. It's not just that she can sing, she does so much with it. And it doesn't feel like she's forced it in, like, oh, I should do a really high bit just because I can. Every choice felt like the emotional journey was behind it, rather than, oh, I should show off and do a big freestyle here, and I should go really low here just to show that I can. Wow, she's amazing. Please remember to like, subscribe, share, and comment. I love all your comments. I read every single one. And have a colourful day.